the arms of
Okay,
liberty.
why?
This is a gold Paladin Liberator deck profile with Blaine's Liberator deck.
What's up, people?
The original plan was to have me go somewhere where there's a bunch of animal poop and say this is the deck profile and then say this is what is in it. But now I feel bad.
That's not true, folks.
So what we're going to do here is he's going to show you from grade zeros up and tell you why he uses each. So you can go.
Why do you gotta be like that? Alright, well, my starter first, of course. Flaming Passion Liberator Guido. Of course, I'll use him over Coronagal because Coronagal is just not as good. I mean, I had Coronagal in before, and I used Guido inside the deck, but really, Coronagal just sat there the whole time, and then I couldn't get Guido, my Superior Call effect, right off the bat. So, yeah, I use him. And then, of course, starting backwards, pretty much. For heals, of course. I love the art on this card. I use 4 stands. I use Catch Call mostly because of his superior call skill. Even in some of my other gold paladin decks, I wouldn't use stands. I use Catch Call in there because he's just that awesome. What the heck are you guys doing? I run 2 draw, actually. I don't know if anyone else realized this, but I actually just run 2. Usually, I don't really like draws in a gold paladin deck unless it's a Pelennor deck, of course. But before, it was my brother Ian, who is the Kagero player, you guys know. He pointed me when I was running the Blaster Blade Liberator, the set 10, the season 3 stuff, that not to use draw triggers because the deck's superior calls, so you should be able to plus anyway. But I like having the 2 draws in just in case. It helps a bit. So then the rest is 6 critical. And there's the grade zeros. Fine, keep them there. Grade 1s. Simple, really. For Marin, or Bruno. Not Marin, it's Bruno.
It says that in games too.
I know, I do. For Bruno, great for superior calling with all the cards that you can just superior call with anyway. For Josephus, instead of draws, you can run him because he's easier to superior call. And you can just Soul Blast, put a card in your drop zone for the Legion, so it's rather easy. 3 Ruds. I like Ruds. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to run them later when I have my deck completely done, because at the moment, it's just what I have right now, but it works pretty well. Yeah, I like having Rud in right now. I don't find the point in using cards like Zoran at the moment, just because I don't need a lot of superior calls off like that. Then I have Sentinels, I got 2 Airdray. I have another one coming to replace one of my Igraines. So I'm going to have 3 Airdray. But right now, 2/2. I just like the balance. I'm going to keep 1 Eargrain in because she's just really good to get the Legion off right away. So that's my grade 1s. Grade 2s.
Now we're going to what matters.
Yeah, this is where the game actually starts. I have 1 Aglavale at the moment. I only bought the trial deck, one of the trial decks, so I only have that. But I have more coming, so it's like, but at the moment, I'm working with 1. 3 Karadix. And Karadix alright, just because I have Blue Flame Dragon. And it's good to ride, because everything else pretty much has a rear guard effect, so it's good to ride him. I have 1 Fallon. Again, like I said, I only bought 1 of the trial decks, so I have 1 Fallon, and it's good to have him in as the extra power. This card, I love this card. Liberator, Lawful Trumpeter. Just great, just free superior call when you Legion off the top 3. It's just great. So enough said there. Of course, if you're running Rud, you gotta run Heli. Because just to have a column of that is just dangerous because you can call a whole new attack. Just great to have. I might actually keep him in when I have everything else. And for now, I have 2 Marons. I mean, she's okay starting out just to get the grade 3s off. because it's like you can get one grade 3 that you don't quite want, so you just like Superior Call her, get another one, or just use it for Perfect Art or whatever. She just gives you a free card. That's really why I have her. That's my grade 2s. Grade 3s, 1 Trial deck, so 1 Percival. I actually think I might just keep in 1 Percival. I mean, he's great to have, just a free Superior Call, but it's like after you Legion with him, that's pretty much it. He just gets the power bonus, and then that's about it. Other than that, I have 1 Asclepius. I've won games with this guy. He's actually kind of nice. Just to be able to counterblast 2, he gets 5k plus 1 crit. It's the plus 1 crit that really wins the game there. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Plus it's easy with Fallon. And then from now, I don't really want to, but 2 Twin Blade Liberator Margot. Just to use him off the Fighter's Collection. I mean, his skill's okay, but I mean, he's kind of heavy of a counterblast, especially when you need 2 Liberators, which means you can't really run anything else. I mean, he's good for just building up the field, but he only calls off the top 2. And then 2 Blue Flame Dragon, just to have it started off. I had Coils in this deck, but I don't like Coil that much. He's not that good to me. Sure, he gets 5k and he calls too, but I mean, it's just... So does Margot off of 2 Counterblast, and I don't have to drop a card at the same time. And then I run 1 Gigantic Anger. Gigantic Anger, because just like Josephus, I also need a Soul Blast just in case. I mean, you've seen, I only have like 1 Aglavale and 1 Fallon in here, so it's like to put them in the drop zone in case I ride them. And plus, I kind of like it. You just get 5k off of 1 Counterblast and 1 Soul Blast. So it's like I get the Counterblast and at the same time put a card into the drop zone. Instead of the other one that just Counterblast 1, get 3,000. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's won me some games. So yeah, that's my deck profile. I plan on adding a bunch of cards. I have a lot of cards coming. Hopefully for the better. Like, one I just got today was my Prominence Core. I only have 1 at the moment. I'm getting more. But yeah, at the moment I can't really put them in because it won't do much. It'll just... All I can use is this Superior Call effect. So yeah, that's my deck profile for all you who wanted to know what could have potentially beaten Duke that one time. But yeah, that's my deck. So take it off, Duke.